What's up, everybody? Welcome to BioS 3 Raw TV. Today I want to talk to you guys about something because it bugs the fucking shit out of me. And this stuff is blatantly in your face, but the thing is, you've been conditioned to listen to people in authority. Now, here's the thing. What makes them an authority, right? Literally, by having this camera on right now, filming this video, editing it with a little fancy, intro to it, putting it on YouTube so that you can just click on it and watch it. Somehow people think that makes me an authority, and that's not necessarily true. Now, there are certain things that I know a lot about. I don't even know if I would consider myself an authority. I don't like placing myself in a box or like in a labeling situation where you're like, well, I'm an authority on diet. They call me the diet guy, right? Or I'm an authority on training or steroids or supplements or whatever, right? But because I have this camera and I could put that little fancy thing, a lot of people will listen to me like I'm some kind of expert or authority on fucking anything. It doesn't matter what it is. Now, I tend to stick to things that I know about. Dieting, training, steroids, heroin addiction, opiates in general, cancer problems and stuff that I've gone through with my family and shit like that. I stick to things that I know. Now, here's the problem. There are so many of these business coaches, right? And I'm stuck on this because I just was watching a thing this weekend, an individual, and this person was like giving you like the outline of what they can do for you. And then it was like, I have freed up a couple slots in my mentoring program. And I'm like, mentoring what? You have failed at everything. You have never created a bit, but it doesn't matter, right? They're building this thing. So I was watching this thing where this person was telling people about how they have to create their worth, right? I'm watching this thing going, this person's going, and what's fucked up is this person learned this from someone, and they don't even realize that they themselves were fucking scammed. So what they're doing is they're repeating a scam because they were scammed, because they figured it out by watching someone else. They're repeating it because this is what the other person taught them so that they can scam and rip off other people. Create your worth. And I was like, that has to be about the biggest, dumbest fucking thing I've ever heard in my entire fucking life. Create your worth. You need to create your worth. And I was like, all right, we're going to break this shit down, because people go, oh, yeah, well, how do I create my worth? Well, basically come up with a fucking number that you're comfortable with and you've created your worth. That's not how that fucking works, okay? If you have to create something, that means it does not already exist, okay? And I think people are trying to go from 0 to a fucking 100 real fast and not accelerate along the way. They're trying to fucking jump from 0 to 100 at light speed. It doesn't work that way. So they're trying to create their worth. What happens is, by the time you're at a point where you are marketing something, okay, or you are you've built a business, you've started a business, your worth has been created by years and years of studying, of applying, of failing, of succeeding. You had created, you yourself are worth something. You don't have to create shit. Since the day you were born, you have been creating who you are right now. When you have to create your worth, you're making a false, I don't want to say a fake, made up, conjured up bunch of bullshit that you're gonna feed to people in hopes to get money from them. That's what you're doing, okay? Let me give you an example, right? You start out, or we'll use me as an example, okay? I have a certain price that I charge for Skypes, for online training, for programs, stuff like that. Now, where did I come up with that number? Over the last 27 years, I've been involved in the fitness industry. I started personal training when I was 19 years old. Hang on. I got my first certification at 18 years old, and I was working at my first gym at 19, but I was working as an independent personal trainer at 18 years old, right? I'm 42 now. Do the math. So throughout the years, I'm learning techniques. I'm learning ways to manipulate diet. I'm learning how to use supplements. I'm learning about new supplements and how those are applied. I'm learning about how the pros train, what they do. I'm learning about steroids and how to apply drugs. I'm learning all this stuff throughout the years before I became what I am today, right? Now what happens is, at 42, I'm worth a certain amount of money for my services. I'm worth a certain amount of money for the information that I have, for the knowledge that I have. I didn't create that because someone told me to do that. I didn't hire some random coach because I was in the fucking corporate world and I don't want to fucking have to work a 9 to 5 and I don't want to have to work 80 hours a week and not get paid extra. So I wanted to remove myself from that situation, and I realized, oh my God, I could do like business coaching. Like I can charge people like $5,000 fucking dollars, and tell them that they need to create worth and tell them that they should be successful and pat them on the back and hold. You basically babysit somebody which you haven't even successfully created what they're trying to create business-wise to begin with. So you're basically creating a bunch of bullshit, a facade. It's not real. You're creating something that does not exist because you're trying to make money. That's not how that works. You are worth what you're worth based on your skills that you've acquired over time, based on your certifications, based on your degrees, based on your successes, based on your failures. That is what you are fucking worth. And if you can provide a service consistently over and over again and more people are happy than not, that increases your worth. But that worth is based on what work you've already done, what knowledge you have, and how you've created, I don't want to say created because then it sounds like you're making up, but how you have built your brand and your knowledge over time, okay? That's what you're worth. You can't just create your worth. You can't sit down one night because this stupid ass fucking lame business coach tells you we need to create your worth. I mean, there are people out there getting $5,000 an hour to fucking talk, so you should easily be able to get $2,000. No, you shouldn't. You don't know what the fuck you're talking about. You should get like fucking $15 an hour because you have none of what those other people have. And as a matter of fact, with these business coaches, we're gonna fucking, I just want to throw this out there. These people that are talking about, I opened up a couple slots, right? And then you're like, a couple, what the fuck does that mean? I opened up a couple. There's so many fucking times you people like, I opened up limited to fucking, listen, it's such bullshit. These fuckers have more than enough time on their hands because they barely fucking work. They don't own a fucking company. They don't do anything. They're online trying to promote that they're this fucking business guru to take your money. Okay, so basically, unless they have 20 hours a day of fucking work, which they don't because they're not nearly fucking that successful at doing this shit because they don't know what the fuck they're doing. They're only taking advantage of people that don't know, that are desperate trying to get out of the situations that they're in that will pay the money, okay? So they don't need to open up shit. They got plenty of time on their fucking hands to travel, to do posts on Instagram, to do it. They got all this time in it, but they're gonna open up a couple slots so they can fit you in, right? Then you go to their website and you start looking through it, there's no prices. You literally have to fill out this whole application and there's like pieces in these paragraphs, like motivating words that they got from somewhere else that pump you up. So when you finally get to that price, even though it's more than you should fucking pay, you're almost willing to fucking pay it. You're actually been brainwashed through this whole fucking thing. The idea of that website that walks you through this application process, that walks you through these questions to see if you would be a good fit for them, is a brainwashing tool. By the time you get to that final number, it's like a car. When you go out there and they start showing you the cars on the lot, you're like, I only want to spend this amount of money. I went through this with my last car, right? And they go, okay, yeah, no problem. Yeah, we can absolutely do that. By the time you're done sitting down with them, you're spending another $150, $200 a month than you wanted to spend. And that's pretty much the only option you have. That's as low as it goes, even though they already told you, because they consistently walk you through these features and you have to have this add-on. They consistently hammer at you, letting you know you need this stuff and that it's worth the money and you can't not get it. So there's a whole brainwashing aspect that happens, and that is on this website. I'm clicking through it going, is this motherfucker for real? Like, how about if you want me to business coach you, it's $5,000 a month. Just put it right out there and let the person go, fuck, I can't afford. No, but you're going to literally kind of chip away at them until you get to that $5,000 a month. Now this motherfucker is willing to take their credit card out and put $5,000 on their credit card that they don't have because they think they're going to make $100,000 with you in a month. Because you're telling them about how much, listen, if you're charging people, if you're on the internet, okay, and you're talking about how you're a business coach and you'll open up slots and shit, successful business, you know how you get to Gary Vee, how much you pay him to fucking sit down with him and have him mentor you? Nothing. You can't do it. You know why? Because he's fucking successful. 99% of successful business owners and entrepreneurs, which I hate that fucking word. Entrepreneur is a big thing. It's like a key word to get people like, I want to be an entrepreneur. It's the fucking lamest shit, guys. I'm telling you, you work too many hours, you lose money, it goes up and down like the fucking stock market, the stress is incredible. Entrepreneur is not this fucking guy that's on a jet setting a car. That is a fucking successful businessman that their shit's running their own shit now. Okay, they have built the company up to the point where they don't have to do shit. Everybody runs it for them. That's not an entrepreneur. He went through the entrepreneurial process and now has employees that do it for him. Okay, he's not doing the work anymore. The entrepreneur in general, when they start doing that work, it's not glamorous but these people that are fucking selling you on this want you to believe that, well, you just ask people for $2,000 a month and they give it to you. What happens when that worth that you've created, okay, is not worth $2,000 because you don't have the answers? You go back to that business coach and ask them, they're not worth $2,000 a month either, so they can't fucking answer. You know what happens? Very quickly, these people start getting picked off left and right, and then word spreads real fast. This person scammed me out of $2,000. I fucking gave them, my last $2,000 out of I put $2,000 on my card that I couldn't afford. Now, that's their own fault, but and it really did nothing for me. I sold a couple of things, and I couldn't answer the questions. I couldn't fucking help the people because you're not worth $2,000 a month. You're worth about fucking $10 a month at this point. Because you have no skills, you have no fucking concepts of what the fuck's going on. You don't even know how to build a business. You have no systems in place. You have nothing. You have an internet fucking social media thing that you're talking to some random individual who hasn't done it themselves, right? Who has failed at everything themselves, who has found a way to use that Instagram and use that YouTube and use that Facebook to get your money in their pocket. And what they're trying to teach you is the same phishing technique for you to use that shit to put money in your pocket. That's not a real thing. When you look at Gary Vee and the content that that fucking guy puts out over and over and over and over again for free, if you can't fucking figure out how to do it, this asshole that you're paying per month is not going to help you. What they're going to be doing is being your paid for friend. Oh, you can do it, pat you on the back. We have calls twice a week, and we have, your motivation is coming from me because you have to be accountable to me because now you have to fucking show me that you're progressing. What? So you just paid for a fucking babysitter, $2,000 a month, and your babysitter's telling you to nut up and ask people for money that you don't deserve, that eventually those fucking people will find out that you ripped them off and you're not worth that. It's a matter of fucking time, and it's popping up left and right. Here's the deal. These business coaches, they are not successful business people. They are people that figured out that they can make this fake persona online about being successful and at the same time pull money from you, keep you happy enough long enough to where you see a little bit of return on it. And at that point they can say, see, we did this and it worked. You need to replicate that. Like, it's on you now. It's like, no. They can only take you so far, which is basically like starting a forum, going to your forum and asking people for fucking money. That's where it ends because that's what they're doing with you. So you guys have to be careful. You cannot create your worth. Your worth is created over time, okay? Over fucking education, over application. That's your worth. If you have been fucking around for 20 years doing one thing and you decide to change, your worth is fucking zero right there because if I wanted to be a fucking fishing instructor, right, or a fishing coach, I don't know how to fucking fish. You hand me a fucking goddamn fucking fishing rod. I don't even know what fucking lure to put. I don't know any of that shit. But these people are actually coaching people to do things that they don't know about because the coaches don't know about it. But they're just like, here's the thing. If you can get someone to believe that you know what the fuck you're talking about, right? If you can get them pumped up enough, you can make them, and this was, Gold's Gym taught me this, if you can get them to have an emotional experience, they will hand over money to you, which is why I never did sales at Gold's, okay? Literally, they would say, put them on the scale. We're going to have this scale read a little bit fucking higher. They're going to freak the fuck out. And then we're going to test their blood pressure, and that's going to be high. And then we're going to fucking take their BMI, and that's going to be high. And everything is going to show that they're going to fucking die in a year. So now they're freaked the fuck out. They're losing their mind. They go, I don't want to fucking die. Well, here's Jerry, your trainer, who's going to fucking make you not die. That emotional experience is what these business coaches are using. Oh my God, I had the same thing happen to me. Oh, let me tell you, I had this happen. They go for the heartstrings. They tug on the heartstrings. They pull you in with these emotional experiences. And I'll tell you right now, when I have seen some of those salespeople, I watched one of my bosses at Gold's Gym talk to this girl. And this girl was a college girl. She had no money. And I listened in on this conversation because they were trying to teach me to do sales. I listened to her say, well, you're getting money for Christmas, right? And, that's coming up, right? Well, yeah, I think so. Not yes, I think so. Well, you can put it on your credit card now, like $500, right? It's only $500 for training. It's not a lot. This girl's broke. She's in college. Yeah, it's a fucking lot, right? And then when you get your Christmas money, which will probably be like $500, you don't even know how big this fucking girl's family is. She could have one fucking person that gives her $10. When you get that money, you can put it on your credit card, pay it off, and you give yourself the gift of fucking health. You're going to look great this summer. Like that. And I'm like, the girl hands her the credit card, and I was like, you just scammed her out of $500 fucking dollars. That girl's not going to get that money back. And even if she did, maybe that money could go for fucking food, books, like other shit that she, instead of fucking training, which girl's in good shape already. She don't need it. But the bottom line was, I watched them create the emotional experience. I watched them create a worth of this training for $500 that this girl didn't have, and then take the money from her, sign the papers, and once the paper was signed, that was it. No fucking refunds, no transferring, no nothing. And I watched this and I was like, you gotta be fucking kidding me. I'm staying as a trainer because I can't fucking do this. This is not me. And now I'm watching these fucking quasi wannabe salespeople who literally, I don't even know where the fuck they came up with this because I'm watching these business things pop up left and right. mean, here's the deal. I started a business without knowing anything about it. Literally, without knowing anything about it. What I did was work for other companies that were starting up, work for other companies that were successful, and learn and learn and learn and learn and learn and learn and put all those fucking pieces together and say, I want to do my own thing. Where does it begin? I didn't need a fucking business coach for $5,000. I don't need people telling me how to fucking run my business and what to do. I learned it over time and it's working. So why the fuck would I pay one of these people? But if you're just starting and it's all about money, that was the thing is, the fitness industry, training, supplements, steroids, I'm passionate about that shit. Always have been, always will be, right? So I want to learn. I want to absorb as much knowledge as I can. I want to be fucking the forefront. I want to know about shit before other people know about it. So when I bring it to them, they're like, what the fuck? And a month later, they hear, like, oh, Jerry fucking talked about this. That is how passionate I am about it. When you try to switch your careers and try to become successful in a business because you just want the money, you're looking at a fucking uphill battle, pushing a fucking boulder the size of a house up that hill to be successful. Now, it can be done, but it's not going to be done right away. There's a lot of fucking pain involved. There's a lot of work. There's a lot of sleepless nights, a lot of bullshit that comes with it. And these fucking business coaches that have not done it themselves will not be able to help you, but they will help you drain your fucking bank accounts. BioStraining@gmail.com. Leave comments down below, but don't fight. www.biostraining.com is the blog. These fucking business coach motherfucker biceps. We are out.